Hey, what's up, guys? This is the last weekend in March, and this story was published March 28 at 9:30 a.m. And the headline says from Time Magazine, "Come as you are in the family car. Drive-in church services are taken off during the coronavirus pandemic." So look at everybody sitting in the parking lot listening to the sermon. And you can see here the guy's on a big video screen, and he's also standing somewhere outside, I think. Um, or maybe not this guy, another guy. And they're sitting in there and they're listening on their radios. This is in Indiana, but apparently this is how to do social distancing and still go to church on Sundays in America. Okay, there's the pastor here sitting there. You can see him. Here goes another one in Missouri. Drive in. Let's have church. Let's have church. And there it is. And this is significant as next month leads into Easter. Whether or not states will continue to allow drive-in services becomes more and more pressing as Easter, the biggest holiday of the Christian calendar, approaches on April 12. So we'll see if they're able to continue this. But I thought this was interesting because what do you do when you can't go to church because you're sick? This isn't the first time Americans have had to deal with this. Stick around, there's more.
It's time for another episode of the History Behind the Headline. So here's an article that appeared in New Science and Invention in Pictures, which you can find on Google Play Books. It's actually dated January 1920, so that would be exactly 100 years ago. And in this article, it tells the story of a guy who's sick, and there he is. He looks kind of sick, doesn't he? I think his eyes might be closed. And here is the church and the steeple, and there is at the pulpit a speaker, and he is a microphone, and he is actually listening to the service. And it says here, Mr. Sam Pritchard, a miner of Wales, injured by a fall of a rock a year ago, now hears church service at the local Baptist church by means of a telephone rigged up by three of his friends. One of the photos shows the injured man listening to the service going on at the chapel some distance away. The second photograph shows a close-up of the view of the pulpit in the church with the telephone microphone arranged so as to gather its quota of the preacher's vocal waves. And that's this one here. The idea brings to mind a scheme which may be found useful in many diversified instances. This idea should prove a valuable one on Sundays when the weather is extremely inclement and when deep snow covers the country, as in the northern and western part of the United States, so that Sunday church services could be enjoyed just as well over the telephone as not. In the present instance, the apparatus required is not very expensive and comprises a simple telephone transmitter or microphone button together with a few cells of dry battery, a sufficient length twin conductor telephone wire on a telephone receiver or two. Phew. And of course, something worn on the headband by the gentleman shown in the photograph. In other words, here's a church service via telephone. One of the latest innovations in the realm of applied science, and it shows a microphone mounted just in front of the church pulpit and also the sick man with the receiving headgear for reproducing the words of the pastor as well as the church music. Well, guys, that's all I have for now. So thank you for watching. And if you'd like to know more, be sure to read the notes that I left in the description with some links for additional information. Also, feel free to comment. I do want to know what you think, any thoughts that you might have. I'm looking forward to learning from you as well. And if you have some questions, go ahead and leave it there. And also, I'll have a new video soon. In the meantime, if you want to make your life more pleasurable, feel free to hit the subscribe button. And remember, the past is never dead. It isn't even past.